The two friends who started the same. Once upon a time, in a small town, there were two friends named Ethan and Ryan. They grew up on the same street, attended the same schools, played on the same basketball court, and even got their first jobs at the same grocery store. To everyone around them, their futures looked identical. After graduation, both landed decent jobs earning similar salaries. Their parents were proud, and their friends believed they were both on track for success. But something interesting happened as the years passed. Ethan seemed calm, confident, and financially stable, while Ryan constantly worried about money despite earning nearly the same income. What changed? It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't even income. It was psychology. Ryan believed money was meant to be enjoyed immediately. Every paycheck felt like a reward that needed to be spent. New shoes, upgraded phones, expensive dinners, and weekend trips gave him a temporary feeling of happiness. Whenever he felt stressed, he bought something. Whenever he felt successful, he rewarded himself with something even bigger. Ethan saw money differently. He viewed every dollar as a worker that could be sent out to earn more dollars. Instead of asking, "What can I buy?" he asked, "How can this money help me later?" At first, their lifestyles looked similar. But underneath the surface, two completely different financial futures were being built. The psychology of money begins with understanding that financial success is not mainly about knowledge. Most people already know they should save more, spend less, and invest consistently. The challenge is emotional. Humans naturally seek immediate gratification. Our brains are wired to prefer rewards today over rewards years from now. This is why people struggle with saving money even when they know it is the right thing to do. The battle is rarely between good and bad financial information. The battle is between today's desires and tomorrow's goals. As the years passed, Ethan developed a habit of delayed gratification. Every time he wanted something expensive, he paused and asked himself whether that purchase would matter in 5 years. Most of the time, the answer was no. Ryan never asked that question. He simply followed his emotions. And slowly, without realizing it, their financial paths began separating. Not because of income, but because of mindset. Why people spend money they don't have. 5 years later, Ryan drove a luxury vehicle, wore designer clothes, and looked successful from the outside. Social media showed vacations, restaurants, and new purchases. Ethan drove a reliable used vehicle and lived a simpler lifestyle. To outsiders, Ryan appeared wealthier. Yet the truth was exactly the opposite. Ryan was trapped by a psychological phenomenon called social comparison. He constantly measured his life against others. Every time a coworker bought something new, he felt pressure to upgrade. Every time a friend posted vacation pictures, he wanted a bigger trip. He wasn't spending money to improve his life. He was spending money to keep up appearances. The psychology of money teaches us that people often buy things not because they need them but because they want approval. Deep down, humans crave status and belonging. Companies understand this. Advertisements rarely sell products, they sell feelings. A luxury car advertisement isn't really about transportation. It's about status. A designer watch isn't about telling time. It's about identity. The problem is that many people spend real money chasing emotional rewards that disappear quickly. Ethan understood something important. Wealth is what you don't see. Expensive cars can be financed. Designer clothes can be purchased with credit cards. Luxury vacations can be funded by debt. But savings accounts, investment portfolios, and financial freedom often remain invisible. Real wealth is hidden. While Ryan spent money to look wealthy, Ethan quietly accumulated assets. Every month, he invested a portion of his income before spending anything else. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He was building options for his future. Over time, that simple habit became incredibly powerful. The lesson is simple. The desire to impress others can quietly destroy financial progress. The moment people stop trying to look rich and start trying to become rich, everything changes. The secret power of patience. 10 years after leaving school, the difference between Ethan and Ryan became impossible to ignore. Ryan still earned a good income, but he felt trapped. His lifestyle required every dollar he made. Unexpected expenses caused stress. A job loss would be a disaster. Ethan's situation was different. His investments had grown significantly. He wasn't a millionaire yet, but he had built something far more important: financial resilience. One of the most powerful concepts in the psychology of money is patience. Most people dramatically overestimate what can happen in 1 year and underestimate what can happen in 20 years. They expect instant results and become discouraged when progress feels slow. Imagine planting a tree. For years, it appears small and unimpressive. Then suddenly, after enough time passes, it becomes massive. Money works the same way. Compounding feels invisible at first. Then one day, the growth becomes extraordinary. Ethan understood that wealth creation is often boring. It involves making small, smart decisions repeatedly, investing consistently, avoiding unnecessary debt, living below your means, staying focused during market downturns. None of these actions are exciting, but together, they create remarkable results. Ryan constantly searched for shortcuts. He chased stock tips, trendy investments, and quick opportunities. Sometimes he made money. More often, he lost it. His emotions controlled his decisions. When markets rose, he became greedy. When markets fell, he became fearful. Ethan followed a different strategy. He ignored the noise and trusted the process. The longer he stayed patient, the larger his advantage became. His greatest asset wasn't intelligence. It was discipline. Fear, greed, and financial decisions. Money decisions are rarely logical. They are emotional. Fear and greed drive much of human behavior. When people see others getting rich quickly, greed tells them they are missing out. When markets fall, fear convinces them everything is collapsing. Ryan experienced both emotions repeatedly. During booming markets, he invested aggressively because everyone else was making money. During downturns, he sold investments because he feared losing more. He bought high and sold low, the exact opposite of successful investing. Ethan recognized that emotions are temporary but decisions can have long-lasting consequences. He learned to separate feelings from actions. When markets dropped, he reminded himself that downturns were normal. When everyone else became excited, he remained cautious. The psychology of money teaches us that managing emotions is often more important than finding perfect investments. Many people lose money not because they chose bad investments but because they made emotional decisions at the wrong times. Financial success requires accepting uncertainty. No one knows exactly what markets will do next year. No one can predict every recession or boom. People who demand certainty often stay stuck. Those who accept uncertainty and continue investing responsibly tend to benefit over time. Ethan wasn't fearless. He simply refused to let fear make his decisions. He wasn't immune to greed. He just understood its dangers. That emotional control became one of his greatest financial advantages. The true meaning of wealth. 20 years after graduation, Ethan and Ryan met for coffee. Ryan looked exhausted. Despite decades of hard work, he still worried about bills, debt, and financial obligations. Ethan looked relaxed. He had options. He could work because he wanted to, not because he had to. Ryan finally asked the question that had been bothering him for years. "How did you get so far ahead?" Ethan smiled and said, "I stopped thinking about money as something to spend and started thinking about it as something to buy freedom." That answer changed everything. The greatest benefit of wealth isn't luxury. It's freedom. Freedom to spend time with family. Freedom to pursue opportunities. Freedom to walk away from situations you don't enjoy. Freedom to handle emergencies without panic. The psychology of money ultimately comes down to behavior. Small daily decisions shape long-term outcomes. People who master their emotions, practice patience, avoid comparison, and focus on freedom instead of status often build lasting wealth. Most people believe wealth starts with earning more. In reality, wealth often starts with thinking differently. And that's the secret. Money is not just numbers on a screen. Money is behavior. Money is psychology. And when you understand the psychology behind money, you stop chasing wealth and start building it.